Hey guys, it's Jenny. Today I'm going to show you how to get into crow pose. So, crow pose is an arm balance. We stand on our hands. That can be really intimidating and scary, but it doesn't have to be. It's actually a lot of fun. There's a lot of different levels that you can work between the entry and actually taking flight. So we'll work on all those different levels. You just keep playing with it. And I know that your feet might feel like they are glued to your mat right now. But it's totally normal. You're going to feel that way for a long time maybe, and that's okay. But one day, they will lift. And they might lift and it might be so easy that you will be so shocked, but you're going to have so much fun, you're going to be glad you stuck with it. Alright, so I'll show you all the different levels, and then I'll also show you 3 different variations on the entry. It's just some differences as far as the foot placement is concerned that might make it easier for you. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is from a yoga squat. Just a standard low yoga squat, also called Bakasana. And it does not matter if your feet are flat or if you're up on your toes. We are going to come up onto our toes anyway, so it really doesn't matter. You'll reach your arms way out in front of you and drag them back so that your knees are squeezing on the outside of your upper arm all the way up by your armpits. Okay? Your hands are flat, your fingers are spread really wide, so you have a nice wide base, something to put your entire body weight on. Right? And then they may try to grip. That's really common, I think, at first. And it might feel like you've got more control that way, but you're not really going to have as much control. So really try to flatten them out. So if you feel them gripping, spread it back out. It's just going to give you more strength and control. All right. So you're here, and you're squeezing. Okay. And then the next level is going to be to come up onto your toes and lift your hips. All right. So you're still squeezing. You can stay right here. You can stay right here. It doesn't matter. Your inner thighs are on. You're working really hard as it is. So it doesn't matter what level you stop at. You can come here. You're lifting up on your toes, and then you can start to walk your feet in. Okay. So as you're up here, you're going to lift your hips high. And then the next level is that you will shift forward. So as you're shifting forward, keep your heart and your gaze going forward. If you look down, that's where you're going to go. If you look forward, that is where you're going to go. Okay. So your hips are high, you are shifting forward on your nice flat hands. And then you might lift one foot and the other foot. Okay. And then they both might lift. Alright? So from there, turn around so you can see my feet a little bit easier. From here, when you get both feet up in the air, might just be a split second, it's okay. Might be for a minute, that's fine too. They might be separated. So your next level will be to bring your feet together. The next level, you want to bring them up towards your hips. The next level, you're going to start to spiral over your belly button as you start to straighten out your arms. Okay. And that's how you get into crow pose. So, level 1, yoga squat. Level 2, you get your arms situated so that your knees are squeezing on the outside of your upper arms by your armpits. Level 3, start to walk your feet in, up on your tiptoes. 4, your hips are going to go high. 5, shift forward. 6, one foot lifts, the other foot lifts. 7, both feet lift. 8, they come together. 9, they come up towards your hip. 10, start to spiral over your belly. And 11, straighten out your arms. Alright, so you know all the different levels. I'm going to show you a couple of different points of entry. So, originally we started in a low squat with our feet separated. You can start with your feet closer together and your knees butterflying out. So that might make it easier since you're going to have to walk your feet in together anyway. And then when they lift, you're going to have to bring them together. It kind of takes that point out. Alright, but then everything else is the same. Onto your toes, lift your hips high. You're squeezing your knees on the outsides of your triceps. One foot, the other foot. Both feet, hips, coil, and straighten. Alright, the last point of entry is off your block. So this way, you're going to come perch on your block here. You're a crow, so you can perch. Your feet are already together. You're going to be on your tiptoes, and they're already lifted. So as you shift forward, you don't have to do anything with your feet. And they may come off the block and you won't even realize it. Okay, so hips high, hands flat, shift forward, and ta-da, they're off. And then you can finish it out. Okay, so key things to remember. Find some ease in the pose. If you try to muscle your way through it, it's going to make it harder. You want to squeeze your knees on the outsides of your arms. You don't want your knees to rest on your tricep for the pose because it's not going to give you a lot of space, so it's easier to fall off and collapse. And then your legs aren't engaged, which is also not going to help you fly. All right, turn your abs on and have fun. All right, so keep playing with it. You will fly one day. You're going to love it. And I hope that you have fun along your way. Bye, guys. Namaste.